Alright, let's try this again. Last match already tried to shut itself down, but I want to be playing some Ready or Not. We're just going to be running my teammates with various guns, but I'm also going to be going over the SPL47, the only AK variant or Russian-made rifle or any kind of firearm in the entire game. I'll be running the PPS-1 suppressor, the angled grip for faster ADS speed, and it's honestly the only option. Doesn't have a vertical grip or anything. The combat grip might be the closest thing you'll find to it. The laser pointer, and the micro 2D red dot. This rifle is very interesting because it does shoot technically a smaller version when it comes to diameter of like the actual like casing for its round, and it's a 7.62 by 39, I think. Instead of the 7.62 by 51 NATO rounds, so it uses a slightly smaller version that's more accustomed to, I guess, like Russia has its own version of its rounds. I don't think Russia's part of the NATO forces, so they have their own special rounds, because you know they always got to be different. But what that does is still allows the high impact like damage of 7.62 rounds, while giving this gun to one of the most important aspects of the entire game when it comes to balancing. Is one, it is on the same level with the Mark 18, the small version of the M4, when it comes to its extremely small profile. Even with the suppressor, it still maintains relatively a small profile to it. And it will also have a 30-round magazine capacity because of that slightly smaller diameter to the 7.62.
Get down!
Which is really dang cool. It's the only 7.62 chambered rifle in the game with a 30-round magazine. So it is extremely special. So those limitations to the attachments is probably the only thing really balancing it.
I want to see hands. Police, get your hands up! Police, get down! Move in, clear the room. Dynamic movement, move and clear.
So I'm showing off here. So it also has the long stroke piston, you know, the whole patented kind of deal, like system that you use in any kind of like AK platform firearm. And that'll make it to where that this gun does have a really slow rate of fire compared to others. It's like 650 like rounds per minute. It's not the fastest, but it's still very much manageable. This game has very straight damage profiles, so it's not going to matter too much. It's not very unforgiving like a pump action shotgun or something, so you don't need to worry about that. But it'll also make it to where that same system is also there to help reduce recoil by a good margin. So despite its small profile, you would think that, or usually how this game would be balanced is smaller profile of the gun, less weight on the front end of your gun, making it to where the recoil will be far more harsh on you. Not the case here. It is actually still very manageable. It won't be as accurate as the 5.56 rifles because of that higher caliber, but it is still very much manageable. And I even compared it to like the Mark 17, like the SCAR, the 7.62 chambered SCAR, and it still had better recoil control, given the SCAR does have a faster rate of fire and a longer profile, so you would think that thing of all things would be able to better perform. This is about like using a 5.56 small profile rifle. I wanted to just peek that open, but I don't know if he was surrendering, but you know.
Close it.
Notifying trailers.
Get down slowly!
Closing it now. Put a jam on that door. Wait here. We're gonna get you out of here.
Roger that.
Wedges in, we're good.
LSPD, don't move!
Ram the door, launch a grenade into the room.
Police! Don't move! Don't move!
Pull up! Hands up!
It's so dang cool. The 30-round magazine for 7.62.
Opening on the left. Opening on the right.
Turn around and stay still.
I'll get him ready. Evidence, good to go.
Need you to slide over.
He's gonna be okay.
Talk to entry team. Great work.
Element to
Keep it
top.
up.
Notify trailers. Civilian is DOA.
Nice.
Jam that door. Turn around. Don't get up.
Alright, yeah, teammates are actually acting pretty well right now.
This is Talk. We're ready for
The game kind of hard crashed itself last time around. I don't know why that happened, and it wasn't even anything stressful on it.
Make some kind of difference?
It's kind of weird. That was the first time ever I've seen that happen.
Opening on the left.
Stay on me.
No, we're coming back over here, team. We're going to make a loop around this whole place. So usually I like to lock off the entire left side of the map. We're entering from that side anyway. And block that off so they don't flank. And I'll just kind of push everyone towards that corner. Clear out this segment here. Even though we already got a bunch of guys in that room. There might not be anyone in here. Not any suspects anyway.
Okay, hurry up, please.
Okay, okay, don't shoot. I'll get him ready.
Please.
Alright.
this is Talk. Trailers incoming.
And I'll fire it on full auto so you guys can see like how this thing shoots.
We gotta get the hell out of here.
Let them take whatever they want so they get out of here.
Element to talk. We have an obvious civilian
Notifying
DOA.
warning.
Bagging it up.
Police, hands up now!
This is Talk. Notifying 10.
Kind of like that. So, and my control on it sucks, but it is a little bit slow, but that's the only real downside to it, and its attachment selection. Honestly, I think the devs may have messed up a little bit by only making those the downsides, because I don't know why you're down. No one shot you.
Good job, everyone. Roll in.
Just so you, but yeah, that's essentially it. Slow fire rate, limited attachments, but it has the smallest profile in the entire game, especially if you take off the suppressor. But that will also reduce your accuracy and your control a little bit. But you know, it's not too bad considering its low rate of fire all around, and it's honestly not that bad. It is the best 7.62 rifle in the game for most of the missions you'll get into. Now there's still roles for the larger ones that you'll be running into. Like they just kind of excel in some other areas. But this one is your general purpose. Like it has a lot of good things going for it already. And like I said, like just the downsides to it just don't really balance it out as most other rifles would be, you know, balanced out. Yeah, like you can obviously see like, yeah, this might be one thing that's really holding it back. This doesn't really have many things holding it back at all. And it's also unique. It's the only Russian-made rifle in the entire game, so pretty dang slick. That might be changing in the next like 4, maybe 5 months. Hopefully a little bit sooner than that when they release the last update or the next DLC. And that'll be bringing in the M40 bolt-action rifle. So for some reason we're getting ourselves a bolt-action rifle.
I only joined the force about a year ago.
That's actually already in the files, and you can use it on PC if you really want to. And they also have a, I think it's called a Sega 12 shotgun. I could be wrong. It might be a different model, but I believe that's what it's called if I play any kind of Call of Duty game. We're looking it up, but it's this guy right up here. You can actually see it. But it's also mag-fed, and that is if they do release that, that'll make it to where that you will have a good degree of mag-fed shotguns, semi-automatic shotguns, and like just all different purposes of the mechanisms. So like right now you have the 870 CQB shotgun, standard pump action, you know, reload one shell at a time for the tube. You also have the Supernova, which has better recoil, but also a larger magazine size to it, and kind of like a bulkier kind of set to its body, so it's a little bit slower when it comes to ergonomics. And you also have the B1301 and the M1014. Now, honestly, those don't really do anything. Kind of the exact same ordeal. They're both semi-auto. But the M1014 is also one shell less than its counterpart. So I've been saying in my recommendations to the devs that they need to change that shotgun to 870 to better like a collapsible stock, so it can keep its name for being close quarter combat, so it can have a shorter profile without dropping its larger barrel. And like the M1014 can, you know, like feed like 2 shells at a time. or like speed loaded like it's a competition shooter, and it'll still be steady. It's like it's not super fast, but it gives it a reason to where it is a slight improvement over like its counterpart, while still maintaining the tube fed, and it still will be smaller or like not as fast to reload as just reloading a detachable magazine. If I was them, that's how I would work out some of the shotguns like that. But they'll have those two, and then they'll also have two magazine fed shotguns. This one will be the 590M, which I am getting, which is for IRL, which will be a lot of fun. Or not the M version. I'll get the tactical or 590T. But I might make a modification for the magazine. Who knows? I'll see in the future. But that will be a lot of fun to be using. But they'll probably add in the Sega, and that will be really interesting. That'll be the full auto, semi-auto, the full auto version of a mag-fed shotgun. But I could see them adding a ton of recoil to it, but it'll still have solid range because again, this game still takes like all the ballistics. You can almost guarantee every single time that all the ballistics firing out of this gun, no matter what they are, they will always have the exact same damage profile and everything, just depending on the caliber you are using. Like I talked about before, profile, your recoil control, like every other aspect of your gun, the magazine capacity, all that stuff is what the devs really balance, and sometimes attachments in this case of using the SLR. But all the damage profiles will be exactly the same. They don't matter what it is in shotguns. Even this one, I think, will probably end up being the exact same thing when it comes to the spread and all that. How they would in real life. So it's pretty dang slick. But yeah, that's what we're going to be looking to for the two guns I know that's coming out, because well, one's on the wall, you can actually see it. The other one's actually being able to be used in the actual files. There's other guns like this, but enemies actually use like the Tech 9 here, so they might come in for future guns as well, but I'm not too sure. We'll see. I haven't had any person use that for leaked files or anything like that, so we'll find out. But yeah, that's the SLR47. Let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.